What if everything we've believed about Theo Silverton's death was only the beginning? What if the biggest twist isn't who killed Theo, but the moment Sarah Platt finally decides she can't live with the guilt anymore? Imagine this. Kit Green gets down on one knee. A proposal. A future together. A fresh start. And seconds later, Sarah destroys that future with 6 devastating words. I killed Theo, Kit. If that happened, Weatherfield would never be the same again. Welcome back to Coronation Street Update. Today we're diving into one of the biggest fan theories currently circulating. A completely fictional what-if scenario exploring how Sarah, Kit, Gary and the Theo storyline could take an explosive new direction. Let's get into it. For weeks Sarah has looked like someone carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. Every smile has seemed forced. Every conversation has hidden another secret. Every time Theo's murder investigation moved forward, Sarah looked just a little more terrified. At first it seemed like grief. Then guilt. But perhaps it was something even darker. Because guilt has a habit of refusing to stay buried. Especially when the person you love happens to be the detective hunting a killer. Picture the scene. Kit surprises Sarah with a romantic lunch. For once. No police interviews. No murder investigation. No secrets. Just hope. He tells Sarah he wants a future together. He reaches into his pocket. A ring appears. Time almost stops. Sarah begins to cry. Kit mistakes those tears for happiness. But the audience knows something isn't right. Because Sarah isn't crying with joy. She's crying because she knows everything is about to collapse. Then everything changes. Instead of saying yes, Sarah whispers, I can't marry you. Kit is confused. His smile disappears. His heart begins to sink. Then comes the confession. I killed Theo. Silence. Complete silence. The world around them suddenly feels empty. Kit isn't just hearing the woman he loves admit to killing a man. He's hearing the confession of the person he's been searching for all along. But that may not be the whole truth. Did Sarah murder Theo? Or did she simply survive him? Imagine Theo becoming violent. Cornering Sarah. Leaving her with nowhere to run. One desperate shove. One terrible accident. Theo falls. Everything changes forever. Was it murder? Or self-defense? That's the question that could divide Weatherfield forever. For Sarah, the confession isn't about avoiding prison anymore. It's about finally escaping the prison inside her own mind. Every day she's lied. Every day she's watched innocent people questioned. Every day she's feared Kit discovering the truth himself. The guilt has become unbearable. Sometimes the hardest prison isn't made of bars. It's made of secrets. Kit now faces the biggest decision of his life. He's a detective. He swore to uphold the law. But he's also deeply in love. Which promise matters more? His badge? Or his heart? That internal battle could become one of the most emotionally devastating stories Coronation Street has ever told. Because neither choice leaves him innocent. Arrest Sarah. And lose the woman he loves forever. Protect Sarah. And lose everything he's built his career upon. And that's when things take an even darker turn. Imagine Kit deciding there may be another way. A dangerous way. A criminal way. Certain evidence disappeared. Certain phone records were never found. If suspicion quietly shifted elsewhere, Sarah might never face trial. But someone else would. Gary Windass. Already carrying years of secrets. Already viewed with suspicion. Already known for taking justice into his own hands. Would anyone really question it? Or would Gary become the perfect fall guy? Gary has spent years trying to outrun his past. But the past always catches up. If Kit secretly manipulated evidence, Gary might not even realize he's being framed until it was too late. Maria would watch her husband's world collapse. Sarah would have to watch an innocent man suffer because of her silence. Kit would slowly become exactly what every corrupt officer fears becoming. Someone who believes the rules no longer apply to them. Psychologically, Kit's downfall would be fascinating. He's convinced himself he's protecting love. But in reality, he's destroying justice. Every lie creates another. Every cover-up demands another sacrifice. The detective investigating the crime becomes the biggest criminal in the story. And what if Gary eventually discovers the truth? Would he protect Sarah? Or expose everyone? Gary has always believed family comes first. But being framed for murder changes everything. His survival instincts would take over. Weatherfield could become divided into two sides. Those protecting Sarah. And those demanding justice. Friendships would shatter. Families would break apart. No relationship would survive untouched. Then imagine the final twist. The evidence Kit thought he destroyed wasn't the only copy. A forgotten backup. A hidden recording. A witness everyone overlooked. The truth finally begins to surface. Not just about Theo's death, but about Kit's cover-up. Suddenly Sarah faces justice. Kit loses his career. Gary is cleared. But nobody walks away unscarred. Because sometimes protecting the people we love only creates even bigger tragedies. If Coronation Street ever explored a story like this, it wouldn't simply be about murder. It would be about guilt, love, loyalty, justice, and whether doing the wrong thing for the right reason can ever truly be forgiven. That's why this fan theory is so compelling. It doesn't ask who the killer is. It asks something even more difficult. How far would you go to protect the person you love? And sometimes, that's the most dangerous question of all. If you enjoyed this Coronation Street update fan theory, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest theories, spoilers and deep dive discussions. Remember, today's video is based on a fictional fan theory, not confirmed Coronation Street spoilers. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and we'll see you back on the cobbles.